what serves you. Hi spiritual hoochies, it's Divine and welcome back to the channel of your favorite sensual spiritual rap goddess.
Yeah, you are a super mover, ain't met nobody smooth.
And in today's video, we're going to be talking about my top 3 takeaways from 2023. You know, with the way that I want to go through 2024, I am really committed to being consistent, to showing up. I think it's important when you're starting something new to reflect on where you were and where you're going. So I'm also drinking tea. The tea that I'm having is a beauty tea. It has peach, rose petals, and carob in it. It's for the skin, for the beauty, for the glow. So cheers. You will notice throughout this video that I will be referring back and forth to my phone because I did take notes, because I want to make sure that I, stay on topic, because your girl can ramble. Okay, I don't know about you all, but 2023 was a 7-year, and 7 years is all about introspection, going inward, doing the work. So moving into an 8-year, we're moving into a year that's all about expansion, partnerships, wealth, fertility, abundance, all of those good things. So let's get started. Takeaway number 1, put yourself first. Make sure that your needs are also being met. This is something cliche that I know that we hear all the time. Put yourself first, put yourself first. But a lot of us, when you are inherently a people pleaser, when you are a nurturer, when you are a person that's really compassionate, really empathetic. I'm a Pisces. My dominant element is water. I have 6 placements in water, child. So I'm all about nurturing others and nourishing others, and a lot of times I find myself putting my needs before others, and for so long I convinced myself that it felt good for me to be able to be there for others. But what I didn't realize is, in my journey of being there for everyone else, that I was putting my needs on the back burner. A little backstory. I was in a relationship. What I noticed in that relationship is that I found myself constantly putting this other person's needs before my own, to the point where I was sacrificing my own needs because I was so committed to making sure that their needs were being met. And that wasn't fair to me, and a lot of times when you do that, you go through, so much time goes by, and then you start to realize that you start to resent this person when it's not their fault that you're putting their needs before your own. It's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, everybody's going to put themselves first. Even the people that you're involved with that's telling you that, like, this is what I need from you, you're not showing up for me, my love language is this, all of these different things where people are coming to you telling you their needs and what it is that they expect of you, is because they are putting their needs first. Meanwhile, you're doing the most to try to make sure that you're meeting their needs. And are your own needs being met? Are you meeting your needs? 9 times out of 10, you're probably not, especially when you're someone that's a people pleaser. Like, quite frankly, like, you're a people pleaser. For so long I was a people pleaser. Even when I thought that I was no longer a people pleaser and I got out of that situation, I look back, I realized, like, girl, you were very much so a people pleaser in the worst kind of way. Baby girl was in the deep end, to the point where I didn't even realize how deep I had gotten into, the situation that I was in, to the point where I almost felt stuck. God had to intervene to get, to separate us so that we can get back to putting ourselves first. So that's one of my biggest keys, because we all know that you cannot water from an empty cup. So if your cup is not being fulfilled, if your cup is not being filled, how are you going to continue to pour it from others? Now you're pouring from a deficit. So you're just going to keep emptying yourself, being drained. Where are you filling yourself up at? The other person fulfilling your cup? At the end of the day, you have to be for yourself what you want others to be for you. Like your girl said, treat me like I treat me. People are going to treat you like you treat you. So if you're putting yourself first, in all of those ways, and you're showing up for yourself in the ways that you want other people to show up for you, then it's only right that you're not accepting anything less than what it is that you're giving to yourself. So again, takeaway number one, like for real, put yourself first. I'm tired of the fucking, it sounds good, it's cute, it sounds good to say put yourself first, it being selfish, it's not blah 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 blah, whatever the girls be saying. I'm over it. Actually do it. Do the work. Because here's the thing about putting yourself first, it's in the beginning, it's hard, right? Because to other people, when you start taking away your energy, when you start pulling back your energy to these other people, it looks like you're being selfish. It looks like you don't care about them. It looks like you don't love them. It looks like, you know, you're fucking inconsiderate, and all of this negative fucking narrative that people have created about you, because they're so used to you being a person that's all about pleasing them. They're so used to you being a person that's constantly putting their needs before your own. So in the beginning, it's gonna look ugly. You're gonna lose friends. You're gonna lose family members. You're gonna lose the people that you thought were gonna be in your life forever. All because you decided that, you know what? I'm going to retract my energy because this is not serving me. Therefore, I should not serve it. Serve what serves you. If it is not serving you, do not serve it. Point blank, period. Sips tea. Takeaway number 2. Set boundaries in the beginning. Everybody right now is like, stand on business. No, stand on your boundaries. Yeah, stand on your boundaries. Because number one, the thing about standing on your boundaries, it shows self-respect. Express your boundaries in the beginning so that people know how to treat you. Because at the end of the day, if you're letting people treat you and overextending your boundaries for people are going to take advantage of you. People are not going to respect you because to them, you don't respect yourself. For example, I recently caught myself getting into the sugar daddy dating scene. Yeah, I'm trying. You know, I'm new to this. I'm not quite true to this. I might give you guys a story time later. But for example, I went out on a potential sugar daddy date, and he was an Italian man, and y'all know about the Italian culture. So I meet the guy, and of course the first thing we do is the little kiss on the cheek, whatever. So we go out on the date. The date was nice, you know what I'm saying? It was nice. We had a nice dinner, and then after our date, we ended up going to this like beach club or whatever. So we go to the beach club, and the place that we were at, the way that it was set up, it was like a table and then 2 chairs sitting next to each other and it's facing the beach. So we had no choice but to sit next to each other. So we're sitting next to each other. Mind you, this is our first date. This is our first time meeting in person. When I tell you this man was like touching me non-stop, he like tried to kiss me on my lips. So I had to stop him right there and like, look, no. Like, set those boundaries real quick. And guess what? I never heard from him. But that just goes to show that, like, you have to teach people how to treat you. A lot of times we lack boundaries, and that's why we get treated the way that we don't want to be treated. If you're a person that needs your me time, express that to your friends, express that to your partners, so that people don't take things personal. Set boundaries with yourself. It's very important. That's one of the biggest things for me. Someone that used to be a people pleaser, recovering from that ideology of being a people pleaser, it's very important for me to stand on my boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Because people can't read your mind. You have to tell people what it is that you need from them and what it is that you don't need from them. And set boundaries with your social media community. Maybe people are always sliding in your DMs and you don't like that, and it pisses you off. Express that. Put it in your bio. You know what I'm saying? No DMs. I prefer emails. If you want to talk business, email me. Those are boundaries. And number 3, last but definitely not least, my favorite takeaway this year that I would say I learned a lot from this year is betting on yourself. I have a bar in one of my songs that says, to keep it real, what the fuck is settling? And what is broke will not only bet on me, because I just want to be me. Say I just want to be me. Say I just want to be free. Free yourself from the chains of allowing people to tell you who you are, what it is that you are worth, and what your value is. Bet on yourself today, bet on yourself tomorrow, bet on yourself in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon, at brunch, at breakfast, at dinner. Y'all know that little meme that be like, you gotta think big, bitch.
Bitch, you think it's small. We need to be thinking big. You need to be thinking big, bitch. You need to be thinking big, bitch. Think big, bitch.
Because if you don't bet on you, then who else will? If you're walking in the room like you already know that you're that bitch, that girl, then people are going to start treating you like that. You have to know who you are and walk in it and stand in it and own it. For example, you know, for a long time, I was someone that I found myself playing small, not feeling like, oh, you know, people don't support me because I'm looking at the numbers and I'm comparing myself to everybody else, and I didn't feel like I was being supported as an artist. But, you know, this year I decided, I said, you know what, I am going to host an event that is all about me. In the past, you know, many of you may or may not know that I used to own a brand called Her Image, and with Her Image we used to host events and all of those different things, and it was a platform for women to be seen and heard. So I used to host this platform for artists, for musicians, for rappers, for poets, etc. But people didn't even know that I myself was an artist. That was me being small, that was me shrinking myself. And so that's why I had to take a step back from that brand so that I can put myself first and I can bet on myself. And, you know, for a long time, I allowed the fact that people wasn't, you know, inviting me to perform. The people that I expected to, you know, these big platforms, weren't inviting me to come and be on their platforms and perform on their stages and all of those different things. And I used to be really jaded. But then I said, you know what, fuck that. I'm going to bet on myself. And the thing about when you bet on yourself, you show the universe that you have faith and that you trust and that you believe in yourself, and the universe is going to reciprocate that energy that you're putting out. So earlier this year, but back in November, I decided, you know what, well, not in November, but earlier this year, I decided I'm going to throw an event all about me. I'm going to make it pay what you want. I'm going to make it a release party. I'm going to create an experience around myself and my music, and people are only coming to see me and support me. And that was something that I felt really scared about for so long. But you know what, I bet on myself and I did it, and it worked out. People came. I set my tickets at $11.11 minimum pay what you want, and the highest paid ticket that I received was $222. I don't know who needs to hear this, but bet on yourself, because there are people out there that are wanting to support you. They're just waiting for you to support yourself. I don't know about you all, but 2024 for me looks like walking into this newfound confidence that I have invoked within myself this year by 1, putting myself first, 2, setting boundaries and standing on them, and 3, betting on yourself. So if you made it to the end, comment below a crystal ball emoji. You know, that's my favorite emoji. And thank you all so much for tuning in. Happy holidays, happy new year. And I'm very excited to see all that you all do in the next year. And I'm very excited to share so much of myself with you all and continue to foster this community and connect with you all. And if in the business of betting on yourself and putting yourself first, if you haven't heard it yet, I recently released my newest EP, Black Girl Sermon, out now on all streaming platforms. I would really love and appreciate if you just give it a listen, check it out, and if you love it, save it to your library, save it to your playlist, share it with the world, use it in your reels. It's a very empowering collection of psalms and songs that, you know, resonate with the Black woman's experience, and I'm very grateful to finally have gotten this project out with the world, as it has been something that's been in the works since 2020 when I first started writing it. So again, thank you all for tuning in, and can't wait to see you in the next one. In the next video, I'll be sharing a little bit about my goals for 2024 and how I plan to conquer 2024 without, you know, pressuring myself to set huge goals for the entire year. So if that sounds like it resonates with you, then of course, if you haven't already, subscribe, like this video, and turn on your post notifications so that I can see you in the next one. Peace.